ASAP Rocky in tears as Rihanna reveals that Chris Brown is responsible for her third pregnancy. We will show you the video footage in this video, so make sure you don't miss out on the video footage as it'll definitely makes your day. In a twist that has left the world gasping, the seemingly unshakable love story of Rihanna and ASAP Rocky has imploded under the weight of a revelation so explosive it threatens to redefine their legacies. The couple, who have been hailed as music royalty and doting parents to their two young sons, Urza and Riot, are now at the center of a scandal that reads like a Shakespearean tragedy. Rihanna, 36, recently revealed that the father of her third child, a baby girl due in early 2025, is not ASAP Rocky, but her ex-boyfriend, the controversial singer Chris Brown. The announcement, delivered during a private family gathering that erupted into chaos, has left Rocky shattered, the public divided, and the internet ablaze with shock, outrage, and morbid curiosity. What follows is a raw, unfiltered account of the betrayal, the tears, and the tangled web of secrets that led to this moment. A story so gripping, so emotionally charged, it demands to be heard until the very last word. The unraveling began on a quiet Sunday evening at Rihanna's Beverly Hills estate, where she and ASAP Rocky had gathered with their closest friends and family for what was billed as a gender reveal party for their unborn child. The atmosphere was festive, with pink and gold balloons adorning the garden and a towering cake shaped like a stork. Guests, including Rihanna's parents, Rocky's siblings, and a handful of industry insiders, sipped champagne and laughed over stories of the couple's two boys. But beneath the surface, tension simmered. For weeks, rumors had swirled about Rocky's growing suspicion that the pregnancy timeline didn't add up. A family member later confessed he'd been quietly spiraling, checking her phone, demanding answers. But Rihanna kept brushing him off, saying he was paranoid. Then came the reveal. Instead of the typical balloon pop or confetti cannon, Rihanna, clad in a sleek black dress that hugged her baby bump, stepped onto a makeshift stage and picked up a microphone. Her voice trembled as she addressed the crowd. "Before we celebrate this baby girl, there's something I need to say." What followed was a confession so brutal, witnesses say, it sucked the air from the room. "Chris Brown is her father," Rihanna declared, tears streaming down her face. "And I'm so sorry to everyone." The silence that followed was shattered by ASAP Rocky's guttural scream, "You lied to me!" He lunged toward her, only to be restrained by his brother. Guests watched in horror as Rihanna collapsed into a chair, sobbing, while Rocky tore through the garden, hurling floral arrangements and overturning tables. "It was like watching a car crash," said one attendee. "You couldn't look away." For ASAP Rocky, the betrayal cuts deeper than the public humiliation. Sources close to the rapper reveal that he had been overjoyed at the prospect of finally having a daughter after raising two sons with Rihanna. He'd already painted the nursery pink, says a childhood friend. He bought tiny Jordans, wrote lullabies. He kept saying, "My princess is gonna change me." Now those dreams lie in ruins. Friends describe Rocky as a ghost, holed up in a rented Malibu beach house, refusing to eat or sleep. He plays old voicemails of Rihanna, telling him he's the love of her life, the friend shares. Then he smashes his phone against the wall. It's devastating. The revelation has also reignited the darkest chapter of Rihanna's past, her abusive relationship with Chris Brown. In 2009, Brown's assault on Rihanna, a brutal incident that left her hospitalized, made global headlines and forever linked their names in infamy. Though the pair briefly reconciled professionally in the mid-2010s, collaborating on the remix of her hit Birthday Cake, Rihanna had long insisted their relationship was strictly platonic. "Chris is my past," she told Vogue in 2022. "We've made peace, but that's it." Now those claims ring hollow. Insiders allege the affair began in late 2023 when Rihanna and Brown crossed paths at a New Year's Eve party in Barbados. They were both wasted, says a source. One thing led to another, and Rihanna swore everyone to secrecy. The pregnancy, however, was never part of the plan. Friends say Rihanna initially believed the child was Rocky's, given their active attempts to expand their family. But as her due date approached, doubts crept in. A prenatal paternity test, conducted in secret, confirmed her worst fears. She didn't want to believe it, says a confidant. But when the results came back, she broke down. Chris is the father, and she knew Rocky would never forgive her. Chris Brown's response has been characteristically chaotic. Hours after the news broke, the singer posted, and swiftly deleted, a since-viral Instagram story featuring a photo of Rihanna's baby bump with the caption, "Legacy Loading." The tone-deaf post sparked immediate backlash, with fans accusing him of exploiting the situation. Brown's camp has since gone radio silent, though insiders claim he's quietly thrilled about the pregnancy. Chris has always wanted a daughter, says a former collaborator. He's telling friends this is his redemption arc. For Rihanna, the fallout is multi-layered. Beyond the personal devastation, her billion-dollar empire faces unprecedented peril. Fenty Beauty's stock plummeted 8% in the hours after the scandal broke, while Savage X Fenty's Instagram page flooded with angry comments like, "How can you preach female empowerment while lying to your man?" Even her loyal fan base, the Ree Navy, appears fractured. Social media is a war zone. Hashtags like hashtag Team Rocky and Cancel Rihanna trend alongside tearful fan edits of the couple's former happiness. "I defended her through everything. The Chris Brown trauma, the album delays. But this," tweeted at Rihanna Stand Forever, "she broke Rocky's heart. How do I stand now?" The couple's two sons, Arza and Riot, have become collateral damage in the chaos. Sources say the boys, who remain in Rihanna's custody, are confused and heartbroken by their father's sudden absence. Ruzia keeps asking, "Where's Daddy?" Reveals a nanny. Rihanna just holds him and cries. Rocky, meanwhile, has not seen his children in weeks. During a recent late-night Instagram live session, since deleted, the rapper drunkenly slurred, "They're not even mine. None of this is mine," before bursting into tears. Legal experts predict a grueling custody battle ahead. While Rocky's name is on both boys' birth certificates, his legal claim to parental rights could dissolve if paternity tests prove he is not their biological father, a possibility he's now demanding in court. This isn't just about the new baby, says family lawyer Marsha Lang. If Rocky isn't the father of the older children, it upends everything. Custody, child support, even their surnames. For Rihanna, the prospect of losing her sons or being forced to co-parent with Chris Brown is a nightmare scenario. She's in survival mode, says a friend, but the guilt is eating her alive. The scandal has also resurfaced long-buried critiques of Rihanna's character. Critics accuse her of hypocrisy, citing her past condemnations of toxic relationships juxtaposed with her clandestine affair. She built an empire on female empowerment, then stabbed her partner in the back. Wrote cultural commentator Dr. Aboni Marshall, "It's a betrayal not just of Rocky, but of every woman who looked up to her." Even fellow celebrities have weighed in, albeit cryptically. Taylor Swift liked a fan post criticizing Rihanna, while Beyonce's mother, Tina Knowles, shared a meme reading, "Loyalty is rare, cherish it." Amid the maelstrom, one question looms. Why? Now, why would Rihanna risk her family, her career, and her reputation for a fleeting affair with a man whose violence once nearly destroyed her? Psychologists point to trauma bonding, a cyclical pattern where victims of abuse unconsciously seek out familiar pain. Rihanna and Chris share a toxic history that, for some, becomes addictive, explains Dr. Linda Sanchez. Even after healing, the pull can be irresistible during moments of vulnerability. Friends say Rihanna's relentless work schedule and the pressures of motherhood left her isolated. She was exhausted, lonely, and Chris swooped in with nostalgia and empty promises, says a source. She's not making excuses, but she's begging Rocky to understand it wasn't malicious. For ASAP Rocky, understanding may be impossible. Once hailed as hip-hop's doting girl dad, he's now a shell of his former self. Paparazzi photos show him haunting Los Angeles dive bars, unshaven and hollow-eyed, while his music career grinds to a halt. His label, AWGE, has quietly removed his upcoming album from its release calendar, and longtime collaborators like Tyler, the creator, have unfollowed him on social media. The industry's treating him like damaged goods, says a producer. No one wants to touch this drama. Yet even in freefall, glimmers of Rocky's anguish pierce through. During a recent court hearing over temporary custody arrangements, the rapper broke down sobbing as Rihanna entered the courtroom. "Please," he begged her, according to courtroom transcripts, "tell me this isn't real." Rihanna, stoic in a tailored blazer, reportedly whispered, "I'm sorry," before averting her gaze. The moment, captured by sketch artists, has become a symbol of the couple's shattered fairy tale. As for the unborn baby girl at the center of the storm, her fate remains uncertain. While Rihanna has vowed to raise her with or without Chris, insiders say Brown is pushing for shared custody, a prospect that terrifies her. She doesn't want him near the baby, says